Hello friends! Today I'm painting a hummingbird. I started off this painting by outlining my design with black India ink that's diluted with a little bit of water. I like to start with ink like this because it won't mix directly into my watercolors, but it will give more depth and shadow. And I can also erase my pencil lines without having anything smudge. Using watercolors, I toned the background blue for the sky before starting to get into more details. You'll see I didn't really plan this painting out very well. I started off with branches and flowers, but when we get a little further along, I decide to add some leaves. I chose to paint a hummingbird today because our local hummingbird that my boyfriend and I feed in our yard has finally returned after many weeks of being away, perhaps having babies in a nest. So with the return of the hummingbirds, here's a hummingbird themed painting. Because so many people have been feeding the hummingbirds, they don't migrate the way they used to. Instead of flying down to California for the winter, they've been spending winters in Canada and are kept alive by people's feeders. So we feel a great responsibility to keep our little birds alive. When temperatures were below freezing, we had to put a heat lamp outside to keep the nectar from freezing, and then also to help her warm herself up. She'd just sit in front of the heater for most of the day and drink as often as possible and chase off anyone else that came too close to it. This is where I decided I needed some leaves. Spring is progressing and it felt weird to have just flowers. I didn't really think this through. So I'm sneaking some leaves in. Still not entirely sure if this was the right decision, but this is what happened. This is where it went. I think it's important to be experimental in your artwork so that you're not just repeating the same steps over and over. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't, but you might discover new things by trying something new. If I were to start this piece again from the beginning, I would probably plan it out a little bit better. Couldn't resist pulling out the metallic watercolors again, especially with the green and gold colors. I think I might have to get some more of these in some different shades for more paintings. And this is my final result. I'm reasonably happy with how it turned out, even though it was mostly unplanned. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.